harness for the Toyota Supra. We have the coils from going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 3 wires for each plug, and we have 1 power, 1 ground, and 1 is a signal. So we have a 6-pin plug back here that sends the signal to each coil, and then we have the power wire. It's placed and it doubles in, goes to each of the plugs, and then we have this brown wire that is the ground that is bolted to the side of the head. So as you can see, all this glue is here because it actually overheated. I had a turbo blanket on my car which came off, and I ran the car like that for a month or 2, and the end result is all this glue, the silicone that was in the harness, and as you can see, these are very brittle, hard as a rock. So I have to rebuild the whole harness. Put this aside. Some of the parts that I ordered. There's this lumen, kind of color matching a little bit. Flexible hose, 3/8. A bunch of wiring that I can make. 3 wires, white, yellow, and red. I ordered this off of eBay, and these are brand new plugs, and they have the pigtail behind it. Comes with the connectors and the keys that you need if you want to take the plugs out, which I'm not going to. So here it is, and let's get started. Hey guys, today we're working on the Toyota Supra. So this is one of the many jobs that I gotta do before I get the car ready for the summer. One job was the engine harness for the coils. So I have that made up. It's almost done, but before I put that in, we had another issue with this car ever since I've had it. This hose at the back that goes to the heater block, up inside there, it has this metal piece, and you can see I have all this silicone here, and it drips and leaks. I try to use silicone, different type of clamps, and it just does not stop it from leaking. So there is a solution for it. This one goes to the back here, down right there, and the solution is you just get rid of the metal piece, and we have the Powerhouse Racing kit for the right-hand drive cars, and this is pretty much a single piece hose that gets rid of the metal piping there. So you got one for in and one out. So this is the harness that I made. pretty much the same thing as the old one, but we got new plugs, as you can see here. And I got this loom off Amazon. So it's going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This part of the harness here that's taped up, I'll find loom later on. But just these wires, I gotta sort them out because they're a bit too long. So I'm gonna have to shorten the wires just so it fits nice and snug, out of the way of all the heat and any moving parts. And let's get started. Let's do this. Pretty much all put together, other than just putting the loom on. And don't worry about this, you won't be able to see this. So we got all the plugs, we got this wrap on top, and then we have the 3 grounds that go to the side of the head. I shortened up the length, as you can see, and this should plug in much better now. And I'm just going to look for some heat shrink. Other than that, here's the car. Okay guys, we have the spark plugs all torqued down, installed, gapped. We have the new MK4 coils, as you can see, on top. I also went ahead and painted this metal cover that was gold before. I think it was a bit too much, so it kind of tones it down and cleans it up a little bit. So as you can see, I had to add a little spacer in between. So that's the perfect height that this coil and plug sit at. As you can see, so they're all nice and tight. Just like that. And I am pretty much done with the harness. As you can see also in the back, we have the Powerhouse Racing coolant hoses, much cleaner. So the top of the valve cover and the coil, it's easy to access now. It's not a fight, no more coolant. As you can see the stains from before. I'll paint this maybe in another video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're almost there. I also have the turbo blanket, a brand new one, so we don't have to do this all over again because of the excessive heat. So let's continue on and put this harness together. Hopefully I can get it running today, and we'll put on the heat shield. Let's do that right now. All three points at the back of the head, it's nice and tight, and I'll just wrap the rest of the harness to the back, over to the plugs right there. So the harness will wrap like this, go to the back, and then once all the plugs, and then one on the side. All the coils, the cover, the harness, going to each coil and to the back of the head, as you can see where the light is, right there, those two plugs. So everything's connected. Technically this thing is good to start, but I would like to first put the turbo blanket on, and then we also have to top up the coolant because we lost some when I was changing those hoses in the back. So let's keep going. So here's the new turbo blanket. T4 made in USA. You do not want to get this on your skin. You can see the nice flake fibers that it has. That's the fiberglass. You do not want to get this on your hands because it's very itchy, and I've already had experience with that. So guys, here it is. I just put it on roughly. So I have to put in right there, you see that shiny tab sticking out. So there's one on both sides. You're supposed to tie the actual metal piece, or you usually have a spring that comes along with it. So there's one on this side and on that side. An important thing to note is you do not want to have anything touching the outside of this blanket, because that's not really fire rated, and it can burn very easily. So that's what happened with my old one. So let's get this all tightened up, and then hopefully I can start it. There she is, guys, running outside for the first time after a very long time. Seems to be good. Idle's fine.